Comics Toss, Episode 5, Apoca-Lips. Okay, welcome to Comics Toss. We are discussing the X-Men currently. X-Men animated series of the 90s, and we are on Episode 9 and 10.
Oh, so you mean we're back in the 92131?
I thought it was 7 and 8.
No, the 92131. Instead of the 616?
Oh, God. Good job.
Fuck you. I figured I'd be a smartass for once.
Yes, we are covering the Apoca-Lips episodes, basically. So, Reploid Bill, William Bush.
Seth Lovell-Sario.
Scott Action Jackson.
Shane McCrae, Proto Guy.
Okay, so, just a clarification before we even start this. We are assuming that you have watched Episode 9 and 10. So, if you have not...
Pause us and come back.
Yeah, because you're going to need to, because we don't actually do a synopsis. We talk about the notes that we took, describing what we saw in the episode and what we need to talk about.
Which sometimes is a synopsis, but not always.
Yeah.
Other times it's details.
So, Episode
Spoilers.
9.
The Cure.
You guys might have notes before me. I don't take my first note until we're working on the house.
Oh, okay. Q Cable doing a Terminator bit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cable is still from the 80s.
I have a question about Cable.
Go ahead.
My first note. I don't know a lot about Cable at all, so like his
Good.
powers and stuff are really bizarre.
Technically speaking,
why
he
does
has
his-
telekinetic powers, and he can also talk with machines.
Is that why his eye glows all the time?
Yes.
Technically,
His body-
that's because he's a Summers.
His
but
body is fighting off the infection.
Yeah.
He has that. He has the technovirus.
That's that virus that fucks
It was
with the
given
future.
to him as a baby during the Madeline Pryor stuff, and then
Oh, I was wrong.
he was going to die, so Scott was given an impossible choice. Let the child die under his own care, or send the child away to the future where there might
Be a cure.
be a cure.
Yep.
He sent the child away. As far as he's concerned, from what I understand, I don't think there's very often that they talk about the fact that that is his kid.
Oh, I fucked up.
Because even when they do show up, like, okay, like
when,
in the...
when Scott Summers shows up in this, not this one, I think the next episode, and blasts.
This, it won't be revealed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not in this episode. Nor for the most part, I don't think it's revealed in this series, ever. I don't think they ever talk about it, but that is where he came from.
He's the son of Cyclops and Madeline Pryor.
Yes.
Yes.
I said the wrong person. My girlfriend, and I said Emma Frost.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No.
Might as well be.
No, it might as well not be. No, it's Madeline Pryor, because she's the Goblin Queen. She's still very important in the continuity.
Yeah.
So Madeline Pryor and Scott's son is Cable. Got it.
Yes.
Yes. Which, by the way, my note would be, my first, technically it's my third one, but just because it's more notes for myself is where we are in the show. But the first one of importance is Cable shoots Angel. Angel gets up like it's
Angel,
nothing.
yeah.
Meanwhile, Cable goes,
He said my
set gun to stun.
No, he said my gun is set to stun.
Yeah.
Because that girl's freaking out when she runs
Yeah.
in.
So his phaser is set to stun and not
And
kill.
man, let me tell you, life sucks, man. It sucks to be so rich that you would be invited to the Hellfire Club.
Yep.
It sucks to be so fucking beautiful that you have fucking flowing locks and you look all clean and shit. You live in Beverly Hills condos and you got sky blue eyes. It sucks. It sucks to have the physique of Jean-Claude Van Damme in his prime. It fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It's awful. And on top of that, you gotta have fucking beautiful ivory fucking wings like an angel, like you descended from the motherfucking heavens. You must never get laid.
No,
Life fucking
his
sucks.
His life is hard.
There's
Yeah.
nothing I would want more than to not be such a goddamn freak.
Yeah. Hey, you beautiful man. Freak!
A fucking beautiful angel descended from the heavens, man.
Yeah, you're a freak because you've got wings.
Fuck
and that's Literally all.
And in the built understanding of religious beliefs and mythology in our world, you want to tell me he's that hated?
He really isn't.
Yeah.
I really don't think he is. I honestly think that he just wants to be normal because it's so hard getting all that pussy. He
had a woman right there. And look, she's like, "Oh, I love you so much." And he's like, "You wouldn't if you knew about me." And then right after that, she does actually see him because he fights Cable. And
she barely sees him because she got blinded.
Right, but she sees him because he flies into the room. Before she ever got blinded, she was in the room, and he was flying through the room fighting Cable.
She got blinded.
And then he throws the bomb and blinds her, and then she shoots him. And Angel assumes, that's all it is, it's an assumption that he was shot because he's Angel.
Yep.
He doesn't even take a second to realize that she was blinded and shot because she was worried she couldn't see who was coming at her.
Yep. She thought it was Cable coming to fucking get her next, and nope.
And holy shit, man, Warren is a little bit paranoid. Warren just carries that gun everywhere he goes. He's at the cabin, like, with a female guest, probably looking to end his night famously, and he just carries that gun?
Well, technically he is like, what, a billionaire?
But then again...
Right, where's his bodyguard?
Now, wait,
yeah.
Weren't they also not at his place? They were at some doctor's...
They were at a cabin
They were at one of his places.
Yeah.
I will say this again. They were at one of his places.
That wasn't
Warren is the kind of rich where he has like 17 homes.
Yeah, but that house, that cabin, was not his. I think that cabin was the doctor who they've been looking for.
No, because he had been hiding the doctor.
Yeah.
You can't hide the doctor in his own home.
Yeah.
Technically you can if you're dumb.
So that means that they were at one of his places.
Bill, you don't understand what it's like to be rich, beautiful, and basically an angel. Okay, it's tough. Life is hard.
I know.
Yeah.
Damn it.
You're telling all your friends, guys, life is tough. I'm getting laid daily and I'm getting tired of it. I just want to be normal.
I just want to be normal.
Seth is going to punch you. Okay?
No.
I'm beautiful.
I'm
with
just going to slap him a
locks.
few times. I'm going to
Jean-Claude
slap him
Van
across
Damme
the face and be
physique.
like, knock it off.
Yep.
Because I'm not dumb. Bill's got money. I need to be his friend because he's got money.
Yeah, I have stupid money.
Yeah, he's got stupid money.
I literally have
For
what you
stupid
refer
money,
to.
I'll be one of those gold-digging friends.
I have what you refer to as stupid money.
Hey,
I'm Warren
yeah.
Worthington.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, and when I introduce myself, I'm so rich. I am Warren Worthington the Third.
Hey, I like, in Cable's mind, like, I don't give a fuck who you are.
Shit.
I am going to fucking blast you, little bitch.
But, just to bring this up, I know we're skipping quite far ahead. Angel does not seem to have been a member of the First Class.
No.
It doesn't
No.
seem like any of the X-Men recognize him. And Cable, coming from the future, should know that if he's going after Angel, that is one of the official original 5.
Yeah, Angel is one of the original X-Men.
But evidently not.
Yeah. Not in this alternate.
Yeah, because
reality.
even Xavier, when they were showing him a picture, he's like, I'm concerned
Yeah,
about...
this mutant, this guy, whoever the fuck this guy is.
He's like, this guy.
Which is going to be really bizarre because I'm telling you there is an episode later on where they go see Iceman and there's a flashback showing the First Class and I think Angel's in the flashback. So this scene is going to be even more peculiar and make him look like a real asshole later on.
I need you, Rogue, I need you to go find this mutant.
This fucking guy here.
You know,
Yeah.
I want to think, I think I might know him. You know, my powers are very inconsistent.
Yeah, my powers
I
are
come across
very
so many freaking
inconsistent.
mutants in my age.
No shit.
God, it's only like if I had something to...
No,
Help
because
me
remember,
boost my-
Xavier's powers are convenient for plot.
Yes. So where are we?
Isn't that...
Mirror Island, where Xavier is.
And isn't that Matt? You said that this is Madeline Pryor. That he went to go see?
No.
No.
He went to
this
see
is
Moira
Moira
McTaggart.
Taggart. Yeah.
Moira.
No, Moira.
Moira.
Like how you say the name on Resident Evil.
Moira.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's Moira McTaggart.
I have a problem with that. I have a problem saying that name.
But let me put it to you this way: she's the professor's ex-wife.
Yes.
And
Though they
he's there-
don't tell us anything about that, but
And
that's
then-
who she is.
So then they go rolling up to the doctor's door and like, hey,
They do, however, make a small reference to mutants that can't be helped.
Yeah,
That's about his son.
yeah.
His son is on the island right now
well,
in a coma, a force-induced coma.
Yeah.
That will come up later.
Even though, by the way, what we get is, where are your papers? No visitors.
Yeah,
but I have a
yeah,
friend.
because Dr. Wiley is on campus
But
right
yes.
I have a friend that wants to see you.
No visitors.
I'm Xavier. Let me just probe his mind.
I told you the papers.
now. Yeah, no shit. It's pretty hardcore.
But apparently, the doctor is researching a cure for mutations.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
But
supposedly
even
it's already
though-
done.
Yeah.
Not researching, he has one.
Yeah, he has it.
Xavier probes the doctor's mind,
Sees Mystique.
sees Mystique, Apoca-Lips, and then
Apoca-Lips.
has some kind of like seizure.
Because Apoca-Lips shot a feedback,
Yep.
almost sent him into a seizure.
Oh, yeah, well, I got down Mystique and Apoca-Lips in the same mind read. Gotta be a killer headache.
Yeah, it would be. Well, Mystique would do nothing to him, but
Yeah.
Apoca-Lips, that's a problem.
no,
Major
listen,
problem.
it might, because these are both episodes about Apoca-Lips. I didn't write it down on my notes because I've been asking this question for so long now. What does he do?
Technically, his powers by himself?
What does? I know he can grow himself into like as big as a building.
Yeah, but I don't seem. I'm going to be
He doesn't
honest.
need Rita
I don't think
to
that's
grow.
actually. No, I don't actually think that's his power. We're going to look it up real quick so that we give guaranteed
Is that
information.
suit that he wears because it has like tubes?
Okay, here's the thing.
Like tendrils.
He discovered a spaceship. He discovered that he's
Okay.
part of the externals.
Let me ask you this though. Apoca-Lips is considered to be the very first mutant. Is that true?
There's a lot
It
of
depends on
debate.
which version.
No, there's a lot of debate, but he could very well be.
Number two.
It's not about his version. He existed as far back as before ancient Egypt, I believe.
Because everything I've ever seen of Apoca-Lips,
Or like right at the beginning of Egypt.
he lived in ancient Egypt.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
And he had an actual name at the time. And there's a lot of debate as to whether or not he's part of a group called the Externals. The Externals are a group of immortals. There's quite a few of them. They are capable of death, but they always come back. And they're all somehow psychically linked to when they do come back or when they die. It kind of sends a reverb through all the Externals and they notice it.
Yeah, that's right. Ensubnar,
Because he-
Ensubner.
Yeah, Insubnar or some shit like
Because
that.
he's one of the main X-Men villains.
Yes, a lot of his powers and abilities come from a spaceship that he found.
So that he's not really a mutant.
Yes, he is.
Okay, now let me ask
He
you this.
is a part of the Externals. At least that's debated that he's
Was
a
that
part of the
before
Externals.
or after he found the ship?
Before.
Okay, so he is a actual mutant by birth.
Yes.
Let's see here. Power, superhuman strength, superhuman stamina, invulnerability, flight, teleportation, biomolecular alteration, into a malleable form, size alteration, physical superhuman powers, and transmutation. Energy generation, including energy absorption, superhuman speed, force fields, and energy projection. Telekinesis, immortality, both through blood of Apoca-Lips, which is normal blood, and technological interface, so
Which is from the ship.
nanobots.
Well, I think that's... Some of these powers were given to him by the ship.
Yeah. So that's all of it. So let's see here.
Cyclops
So in the
just goes
cartoon, we
Brom.
see like a quarter of it.
This man's got like
Yes.
17 fucking powers.
Dude, this guy that you're talking about, there's a lot of talk about this guy that when the Bible and whatnot talks about the apocalypse,
It's him.
And the
it was a
Four Horsemen.
misinterpretation. The apocalypse is not an event.
It's a
It's
person.
a
It's
person.
him.
That would make sense on why he calls himself Apoca-Lips and he has his own 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Yes.
Yes.
There's
Even though
a-
technically he's supposed to have 5, but that's beside the point.
There is a lot of
I
debate
know we're jumping
in
No,
him,
I'm
but
gonna wait.
his power set and everything. He is one of the most, if not the most dangerous mutant on the planet.
Second,
To
the Phoenix.
yeah, but that's an entity that comes from space later.
Yeah,
But Jean
technically
is also
speaking.
considered to be very.
Yes, but I
Yeah,
will
but-
I will talk about that when we get to the Phoenix. I will explain to you some of the strange continuity as to what
Yeah.
the Phoenix actually is.
Well, I know that the Phoenix is a cosmic level being,
Yes.
Yes.
The Phoenix is born in between
and
a couple of seconds when the universe was, or rather when the universe wasn't, and then was.
Yeah.
so
She was born during the events that formed the universe
you're-
itself.
So, like, the Phoenix is almost, but not quite, as old as Galactus. Galactus
the
was
Phoenix
around
is
before.
the Phoenix is above Galactus in the chain of cosmic entities.
Yes.
Fucking shit. You know what he's
With, I do
capable
believe,
of.
The
Watchers
Galactus.
being-
The
if
Watchers
you get
are the oldest things in the
if you want to
universe.
get super technical, if the Phoenix wants, Galactus answers to Phoenix.
Yes.
When Phoenix is in its truest form, it is above him in the pantheon.
And Apoca-Lips is not a cosmic level mutant. He's
No,
Omega.
he's just a mutant.
He's
Yes.
an Omega level.
Yes, he's Omega level. He has 1 or 2 powers at his disposal.
Yep.
At least in the comic.
I mean, because like
In the
Cyclops,
cartoon.
you know, Cyclops, he has
Bro,
Brown.
I have 17 powers.
that I barely use all of them in this cartoon.
You know, and Storm is considered, I don't give a fuck what you think, Storm is an Omega level. Controlling weather,
Storm almost destroyed the entire planet by accident once
that puts her in the same category as Apoca-Lips.
because she had a dinner. Oh my god!
telling you,
This
dude,
actually happened in continuity.
ranking the fucking
She had a
mutants-
dinner with Doctor Doom.
Why? What?
And yes,
Yes.
since this really happened, she had a dinner with Doctor Doom, and he he threw because he's a prick. This is literally why. Because he's a prick, no other explanation. He wanted to know how dangerous the X-Men really were. So he captures all of them, has dinner with Storm, and then throws this metal ball at her, and it starts wrapping around her and covering her in this organic metal,
And because of
which
her
will turn her into a statue.
And because of her
because of claustrophobia, she loses her mind, and her powers go haywire, and it almost destroyed the entire planet.
Yep.
So
And then he was like, "Oh, maybe we shouldn't do that. Maybe we shouldn't
here-
fucking be
here-
such a prick."
Here's your friends. Here's your friends.
Yeah.
Here's your friends. Here's your friends.
So then the dinner was canceled, of course, but he told her that he respects her and they will part on good terms.
Yep.
Um,
no, that's literally that's
good
not a
thing.
joke.
Good terms are you leave me alone, I leave you alone.
Look. How do you think?
Pretty much.
I know. I
No.
fucked up.
Hold up.
Yeah, I fucked up. I fucked up.
How do you think the professor got that Amex card? Okay, it's coming from Latveria. That's where the bill goes.
You, sir, posted something.
Oh,
that-
you saw that?
Oh,
On Keeping
yeah.
Up with the X-Men?
Yes, I-
So good.
You don't think I pay attention?
Dude, I posted Xavier's charge card. I found it in one of the books I was reading.
Everybody
Yep.
gets his charge card.
Yep. Literally, I found it. Rogue has the charge card in her hand. She's
Yeah.
using
Which
it.
means, just like Worthington III, I have stupid money.
Now think about that. Worthington III has stupid money. He lived at the Xavier Academy. He also has Xavier's charge card.
Does that mean that
So
Xavier
that douche
has-
is spending Xavier's money while saving his own money.
Yeah.
No.
Xavier have stupid money then?
No.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Xavier does. He has
I am-
stupid money.
I am sorry.
Everybody that comes into the academy receives a charge card, and he transfers funds into these cards and opens bank accounts so that you can buy clothes and such and whatnot.
He is the greatest.
so you can live.
He is the greatest father ever.
Yeah.
Because Xavier made all of his monies by basically reading the minds of horses and shit like that, and playing the tracks and going to the casinos. And
No, there's a lot of weirdness to it. Even this show will later on talk about how he's like a high-grade politician
yeah.
that's been like real famous in social liberation circles and shit.
Nope. Bull. Not with that power. I'm taking his side. That motherfucker's at the racetrack like...
He could be. He is manipulating other things too. He's not oblivious to the idea that he knows where the stock market is going.
Yeah.
Xavier makes that money, Shane.
And so Worthington, you can call him a douche all you want, but I think that man is brilliant.
Yeah, but life is hard for Worthington, so we can't really
Look,
blame him.
Shane,
When you live at the Xavier house, mooching off another guy, beautiful as an angel.
Look, Shane, let me help. Do you know how much stupid money Xavier has?
So much.
The entire crew is literally rebuilding the mansion by themselves using the Amex cards that they have.
Yeah.
An
You know
entire mansion.
You know how much money it would cost to rebuild a school?
A lot.
Like, this isn't like a normal small mansion. Yeah. It's a school.
He also
Yeah.
saves money by not hiring a crew to build it because he has, I don't know, superpowered mutants. And
This is a true statement, too, but
his student
all the materials...
teacher slash
that
team.
even still, you have to buy builder's contracts and all kinds of
Yeah,
shit
you
with
have
the
to-
city
yeah,
so
you
you can
do have
rebuild
to
the
do-
complex.
I'm going to tell you something. Are we on that part? Are we at the school yet? Because I got a question.
Yes, technically we are,
Are we?
fixing
Is
the
that
mansion
right?
right
Nobody
now.
has anything else?
I have a question about the school.
I have something a little bit after that, but that's
Okay, well, I have Wolverine might be running his mouth, but I am under the impression that since he's lived over 400 years, he's probably built a house or two. I imagine he's picked up a trick here and there and knows more about construction than the other X-Men on the team.
Probably.
So what Gambit did was douchey and could have literally gotten somebody fucking killed.
Which, by the way,
We're gonna
before we
we're
get
gonna-
completely there,
We're going to get to that part, but I have one more thing about Wolverine. Wolverine is cutting wood.
his claws cannot extend that far.
Yes.
Why does he have
Yes.
one
That
enormous
claw, that
One
claw
long
should
claw.
not. It was longer than his arm.
He was like samurai sword. Hip up.
Because when I see him cutting, when I seen him putting the boards out, I'm like, okay, that's going to be easy for you. You can cut it. He makes his claw come out, and I'm like,
Holy shit!
When the fuck have you ever done that
have you
one?
always had that one? Use it.
Use
Yeah.
And Sentinel's like,
yeah, it's just been his middle one. That's
Use
all.
the sword claw.
Yeah.
and the Sentinel's like, mutant, stay there, and he's like, shing.
I'm doing this as hard as I can.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
And obviously, it was the middle one, you know,
Yes, it was.
referencing the "fuck you."
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, during that douchey shit with Gambit charging up that fucking
Brick.
that brick that literally could, I don't, it wouldn't have killed Wolverine, but I promise you that would have hurt like hell.
No, but it didn't
He
have
could've-
to be him that it blew
anybody could have been in
into.
the crossfires.
It would have destroyed some of the.
That's why
stuff that
Storm
they're using
was
to
it
put
Storm
the
or Cyclops?
place
Cyclops
together, too.
bromps the glowing
Brom-
brick,
Okay.
and then
Yes.
kind of looks up like, fucking really, you two?
Now, I'm gonna tell you something. Rogue grabs the top of the school,
That she
little
already,
cage thing,
she was
Yeah.
already holding.
Yeah,
up.
that she was already putting
and
on
puts
top.
it over Gambit. Now, I said something.
Separating the two.
Is it really?
For that 1 second, yes, and sometimes that's all it takes.
No, you
Yeah.
misunderstand. Those bars were really
They
spaced
were,
out. He
but
could've
when
just
that
been like-
thing fell down, the first thing he did was stand still.
He did, but I'm not
Because
saying
he wanted
again.
to see if that shit was going to fall down around him.
I'm going to tell you something right now. Gambit, if he was really fucking stupid and he really wanted to fight Wolverine, that thing is not going to stop my cards.
No,
That
but when
or I'll just slide through the
when
bar.
when giant stone cages fall from the sky around where you're standing, you tend to stand still.
I know, I get that.
And be like, what the fuck? Take 2 seconds and be like, okay, now
well,
I got
because
you.
he kept staring at Wolverine. I'm like, you know, you can get out of that pretty easy. Just slide through the bar.
Yeah, but he knew at that point he was like,
She's pretty strong. I don't want to get hit because she can hurt me.
But yes, during this point, all the X-Men are working on the X Mansion. Like Jean is boarding stuff up.
with the nails.
Took away Logan's chance to be all manly. I like to work with my hands, and she's like, "Yeah, that's real cute." Fucking 12 nails.
I like to work with my hands. I like working with my mind. Dude.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, right.
She's like, I don't
Auto nail
really
gun.
need your help.
Fuck.
Stop it!
Stop what?
Stop showing me up! All right, bub.
I also like how Wolverine, he's taking a lot of pride here while he's walking around like, I know about all this shit. Hey, add some water to that. Hey, change that over. Hey, fix that. Hey, make me some better bricks. Hey, I'm going to cut these boards. Hey, baby, need me to hammer that up for you? And she's like, no, I can fucking hammer a nail better than you actually could with your hands. And the whole time that he's walking around doing this, Scott is like holding a 2x4? Like he's like over in the corner doing nothing.
Hey, when you're the leader, you have to. He's supervising.
And if I was Cyclops,
technically speaking, Cyclops would be the orange hat, Wolverine would be the white hat, and everybody else would be the yellow hats.
and if I was Cyclops, I actually would be like, hey, Wolverine, how about you actually build the house and not build your relationship with my wife?
Hey,
They're not married
Scott.
yet.
Hey, Scott. How about you respect your fucking elders since I'm older than all of you combined?
Yeah, Brown,
Bitch, I'll heal.
I'll shoot you in the tummy. You don't heal from that very well. Oh, my tummy.
Hey, tummy shots hurt.
Exactly.
Yep.
We've noticed.
In reality, though, he would just keep healing from it.
So Professor Xavier calls the X-Men, and the face he is making tells us all we need to know about Xavier.
Rangers, X-Men.
Dude.
Look
He
to
was
the
look-
viewing
He was-
television screen.
He was looking straight and up at the same time.
Yep.
Dude, it was amazing. I took that screenshot.
I was watching it with my girlfriend,
Yeah.
and I stopped it on that part, and I rewound it back. I'm like, look at Xavier's face, and when I got there, I paused, and she's like, what the hell? I'm like, he's like, unless you're paying attention, you ain't gonna notice that detail. I'm like, the only reason why I noticed is because Bill showed it to me, and I had to see it for myself.
And I thought I found some odd pictures for the Turbo review.
Dude.
Wow.
His fucking face was
I don't know.
magnificent.
Oh no, this is a very close. This is either a really good.
I don't know. Tommy made kissy faces at that snake. I was enjoying that.
Yeah.
So, are we now at Rogue?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, they found out about the cure.
And Rogue,
They had their philosophical
Rogue
debate
has-
of take them, don't take them, whatever. And Rogue is like, fuck it, I'm gonna go get that cure.
Yeah, because much like we learn later on in the third X-Men movie, she wants cured of her being able to touch people without
I
putting them
have a question.
Yes.
Now,
in the hospital.
it's just a little detail, but she wants that cure. I get that. I
Yes.
understand Rogue. Rogue, out of all of them, probably needs it more than anybody. She can't. She's a fucking leech.
I'd say she needs that part cured. That's it.
No.
Well, she doesn't want to be a mutant.
I
period.
actually figured something out that I can't believe I didn't think of before.
What's that?
Rogue doesn't need a cure.
What is that?
Rogue, in her own storyline, is designed the way she is for a reason. The reason she looks the way she does and everything like that is because she's trapped in her own curse.
Right.
In order to play up the story, what they did was they made her the Southern Belle. She's very likable. She's very sweet. She's kind. She's brave. She's awesome. She's got this perfect personality. She's got an absolute banging body. She's got
Everybody
the
wants to
rockin'
fuck
hair.
her.
Like, well, yeah, but there's a reason. Because of all these people, she could have anybody she wants. And not just on the physical element. She could have anybody she wants. But she can have nothing from anybody ever. It's not something she can ever have. But I got to thinking, how could she touch people, Shane?
She can touch people when she's wearing gloves.
Nope. Skin to skin. As much touching as she could possibly want.
I was going to say the only way I could see that possibly happen is maybe Iceman.
Nope, anybody. Anybody she wants. Touch anybody. Right now. Literally right this second she could do it.
Yep.
But the X-Men, dumb X-Men are dumb. Let's go ahead and put that down right here. Let's not cure her. Let's not take her power away. But let's give her something she can't have. Give her that human contact. How do you do it? Still not figuring this out, are you?
You give her the ability to turn it off and on.
How do you do that?
You would have to. Well, If anybody that knows how to turn their power off and on, it's
Nope.
I don't know. Just go ahead and tell us.
Give her the collar.
Yep.
Oh,
The Genosha collar.
Oh.
Give her a collar. Take the bomb out. Give her the remote. Let her wear the collar. Redesign it so it looks more fashionable if you want. Beep. There.
and then
Her powers are gone.
and then you give her the ability to turn it off and on.
Now, she can't fly. She doesn't have super strength. She's not invulnerable.
But
But
she-
she's not a parasite.
And then afterwards, oh God, X-Men, we need you. Boop.
Beep.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, while she's being mad at Gambit, because Gambit keeps being like, baby, take it off and shake it for me.
I'm not gonna lie to
Holy
you.
shit.
Gambit.
I
She drives.
I think that he knew what she was doing, and he was trying. Though his tact is bad,
Yeah.
he was honestly trying to just get her to smile, forget her woes for just a second. Don't run off. Nothing good will come from the decision you're about to make. But Gambit's tact is awful.
You know, when she drove away and she basically kicked him out, and he ran around the fucking wall,
Yeah, he did.
hopped over it, and landed back in the car. Come on, man.
You see his face? He was cheesing it hard. He was like, I
It's
did
like,
that.
Hey, baby,
I
I'm
did that.
back.
You do realize that you're gonna have to fly away.
He was like Bender. I'm back, baby.
Yeah. Shut up, baby, I know it.
And that's when she's like, God, just leave me alone, Gambit. Shh. And he's like, oh, I can't follow her now.
Yeah, he's like, that one I can't do. I get it. I was really impressive there for a second, but
Listen,
that
if
one I
you were
can't
if
do.
you were not in such a bad mood, that'd have got me laid.
And I like
guarantee
how-
it.
As ridiculous as it is, his little quips and whatnot, he does like Rogue a lot. And I don't think it's just a flirting nature. I think he really likes Rogue. And he keeps making these little comments that to her are actually quite painful, and I don't think he fully knows it.
No.
He makes comments like, hey, how about that little kiss and things like that, and it's something that she really can't do. She might kill him.
Do you want me to put you into a coma? It might be worth it, Sherry.
Yeah.
Actually, for a lot of guys, that'd be the case. It'd be worth a hospital visit.
I couldn't do it. I don't think no matter how sexy a person is, I'm not going to give up a quarter of my life and live in a coma for a kiss or a hug. Like, it's too much.
I'd hug her if she's wearing
Too
her-
much.
I
It's
would-
like the Shinigami eyes. Nope, I don't care. Keep 'em.
I would hug her if she was wearing her full bodysuit.
Right.
Like, here's a hug.
But then what if her cheek lands on your cheek?
And I'm
Oh.
like, this is so great.
You'd be alright. I mean, Gambit did touch her back in a swimming suit, so I mean...
Yeah, but he had his hobo gloves. He only touched with two fingers.
It only takes one fucking finger to get fucking zapped.
Just these two fingers.
Spider-Man.
He's Spider-Mander. Yeah.
How's that feel, baby? It feels good.
Technically speaking, if you're doing the Spider-Man in any way, I'll leave that one alone.
So get this. There was a Twilight Zone tribute in this episode.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the plane.
Yeah, there was a William Shatner Twilight Zone fucking tribute.
There's something
Yep.
on the wing!
Yes, that was fucking awesome.
Yep.
And then I mentioned that Cable has one-liners.
Yep. Of
Because
course.
he drops the
As
1980s
always.
one-liner.
Of course! And then we come across Pyro,
Alright, let's
who's
see.
with
here.
Avalanche in a bar.
They're in a pub.
Yeah, a pub.
Pub.
It is different.
Pub.
You gotta be in a pub.
And she fucking threw him through the wall.
Well, first of all, they're looking for Mystique, and Avalanche goes, well, how do you know what she looks like? Hey, she's a shapeshifter, mate. How am I supposed to fucking know?
Yeah.
Hey, wait, maybe that's her. Hey, baby, you looking for a date? No, but I'm looking for a bullseye. Bam, right through the wall.
Like,
And Avalanche was like, I'd like to see you try that with me.
Okay, done.
All the way through the wall.
that's another one of those things, too. Like, man, she, this is another one of those moments where we talk about how people don't really think about how strong they really are. She could have killed either one of them.
Yeah, especially with
Speaking
the
of,
fall from the pub to the water.
Speaking of Pyro, regardless if he's a Brotherhood member of the X-Men, or whatnot, I feel bad for him because of his power.
I don't.
I kind of do because he can't fucking.
He has
to have that like flamethrower thing for his powers to even work.
He has to have his eyes closed to shoot his flames.
He has to wear an explodable backpack all the time.
Because he can't create the fire.
Yeah.
You can only manipulate it.
Which really, I prefer what they did in the movie there, where they were like, just give that man a lighter. This is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, because he would light it up, he would make the fire come out, and he would shoot it. And I'm like, okay, that's good. You have your item that you need because you're not Iceman. You can't just create it.
Yeah.
If you could create the fire, that'd be awesome.
How many times can one mutant receive an ass whooping in an episode? Like,
That's
damn.
a good question.
Hold on. Let's see. There's the pub. Then there's, and I'm jumping ahead a bit. Then there's the cable fight. Then there's Mystique gets mad
Okay,
at
so let's
him.
go to the cable fight. Because, yes, okay, during all this, Angel goes to Mystique, who's posing as the Doctor,
Right.
and he's like, I don't want to be so beautiful. I don't want to be so fucking majestic.
No, that's not
That's
till
not
the end
the
of
end.
the
That's the end
episode.
of the
Technically,
episode.
we have Rogue walks up.
Yeah.
Doot. What? What do you want?
I want to
Yeah.
talk to you.
Where are your papers? Boom!
Yeah, she's like, I wanna
Oh,
be,
well, fuck! I guess you've got your papers. Come on in.
No.
I wanna not be this anymore. And then he's like, oh, but you're all beautiful and shit. And she was like, I don't really want that. And then he's like, okay, well, go away for an hour. And she's like, okay.
Yeah, in which Pyro follows her.
Yep.
So that's how they know to go back and kidnap the Doc,
Even though, yeah.
a.k.a.
wait.
Mystique.
And they're like, oh, let's kidnap the Doctor. Mystique won't know this.
So they go take the Doctor, and then they run off. Then Cable tries to kill the Doctor.
Oh, this is the part where I got an interesting thing.
Well, technically, Cable's trying to kill the Doc, but yeah, here's the fun part, which is probably something you're about to bring up, Scotty.
I want to say when that's over the cliff, it's like insert fugitive movie line. I didn't kill my wife. I don't care.
Like,
I like when he fucking threw that plasma grenade at her, and it hit her, and she's like, ah. And then he got the fucking pencil in his mouth. He's like, plasma grenade.
dude,
And he
he's,
fucking spits the fucking
he's so
thing.
retarded 1980s.
And he spits the pin and hits Mystique
Well, look.
in the head.
No, because here's the part that I fucking love, right? Okay, so first Mystique is pissed off at both Pyro and Avalanche. Full blast, as loud as she can. The fuck is wrong with you idiots? She was about to be the first herald of Apoca-Lips. Here comes Rogue flying in. Doesn't hear a fucking thing.
Yeah, I don't know
She
how
doesn't
much
have
she doesn't have
super
super hearing and wind in the face and like air. I don't know.
We don't
Like,
know what it's like to fly without a plane.
Yeah, I don't
So
know what
I
that's
can't
like.
really tell.
And she flies awfully fast too because she can cross from America all the way down to fucking Muir Island in like
hours?
no time, like in hours.
Yeah. Although technically she does hitch a ride on a plane, but
Yeah, but I think that was laziness.
yeah.
No. That was brooding. You can't
Yeah, that was
You
brooding.
can't fly and
I
brood at the same
apologize.
time.
It was brooding.
You have to sit somewhere and look down while one.
So while Cable is messing stuff up, Daddy Cyclops comes and puts him on his ass.
Yep.
bad kid that I don't know is my kid.
Followed by Jean falling down and Rogue going, "Oh God, I got you."
You should have seen my
And
girlfriend.
I already mentioned that there's no proof whatsoever that Angel was ever anybody. So I already mentioned that. So
Oh yeah, and then Rogue changes her mind.
Yep.
yeah, Rogue changes her mind because she realizes having powers is awesome, and then Angel is like, "Please,
And Angel flies and is like, Doctor, I'm tired of looking so beautiful.
I'm tired of being so majestic
Please
and
make
shit."
me the Archangel. Oh wait, too soon.
And then they were like, you sure you want to give up your powers? I mean, you're so beautiful. He's like, it's a curse. I'm like, well, that condom head thing's a curse. You should take that off.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with you and you. I don't know what's up with X-Men and wanting
X-Men love face gloves, damn it.
and then we come across Mystique meeting up with Apoca-Lips, saying that she found a new person, and Apoca-Lips is like, I know too much of this world, which is why I must destroy it.
Dun dun dun.
Magneto's now a saint compared to Apoca-Lips.
He always has been. Apoca-Lips is an end of world calamity.
He wants all humans to die.
Actually,
technically
Apoca-Lips
mutants.
wants everyone to die.
Yeah, he wants to
bow to me or else.
Well, no, he wants to redesign mutant kind.
Yeah.
He wants it gone, all of it. Mutants, humans, doesn't matter. It all needs to go.
Magneto just wants equality, but he will cross that line to get it.
Yes.
And Xavier wants equality, but he won't quite cross that line to get it.
So are we on episode 10?
Yep, we are on episode
Come the
10.
Apocalypse.
Okay, in episode 10,
There must be some discomfort at first. Cliche.
yeah, and then she reveals herself to be
Yep.
Mystique and smiles and laughs all evil until Apoca-Lips walks in the room and he's like, "Hey, don't be doing all that evil shit. I do the evil shit." And she's like, yes, sir. I'm sorry. You're the evil one. I'm sorry. I'm very...
I'm going to tell you something. This is my...
And then he's like, "Turn it up. I want to hear evil shit."
This note I took could be used in this episode or the last episode. And it does go... I look at Apoca-Lips, and not knowing this man... If I was a mutant, not knowing this man, what he can do, yes, he could probably easily kill me. You look
Too
stupid.
easily.
You look so stupid. I can't take you fucking serious for a minute.
Oh, you'd take him
Look at
serious.
those fucking blue lips.
Oh, I know all about how stupid he looks, but you wouldn't be talking shit to him ever.
No, but me going into the situation.
All it would take is a couple seconds to figure out that you should shut up.
I would shut up after that, but I can't
You'd
take
be like, look at you, goofy looking motherfucker," and he'd be like, "What, bitch? I have the power of fucking super punches." And he'd be like, "Oh, just one, huh?
I'm one punch man, bitch. All I need is one.
Yeah, well, I'm fucking one super speed, one super strength, one super invulnerability, one super telekinesis, one super growth, one super redisposition of atoms, one super fucking..."
You only get one.
Nope.
I got one. He got one. She got one.
17 bitches and growing, by the way.
But yeah, I have a problem with how he looks, though. I really do. And I know now that I've been reading the comics, he looks like that in the comics.
Yes, he does.
Yes.
And I have a problem with... I just don't like his design. Like, I know we make fun of that movie because he looks retarded. He looks like Ivan Ooze's retarded cousin. But
Or son.
I can't take him serious. The big blue lips. Like, he makes kissy faces.
I prefer that over the movie.
And
I don't know how different it is, to be honest with you.
They both look retarded. He doesn't have a cool design. He could be as cool as he is. He could be powerful, awesome. His design is awful.
Always has been.
Always.
In my experience with the character, he's never been very cool looking. He's always been like that.
But, I'm trying to think now. So, he introduces...
Oh, now we got an Archangel.
We have an Archangel.
Yes, while it is cool to see Archangel in the series, it is also not cool. The reason Archangel was such a big deal in the original series is because we had known him so long as the Angel. He has been in the series up until that point and then became the Archangel. It would have been a much larger impact if this character would have been allowed to exist in the very first episode, even if he was not a main part of the team and was worked on as an actual character, or at least sort of financial advisor or donator to the X-Men until this point. In this, we get, hey,
episode.
Angel, hey, Archangel.
But at the end of the last episode, it is revealed that he did fund the Doctor's research.
Yes, but as it stands right now, why do I care?
Yeah.
You're not invested in the character
Yeah,
because you
I
literally
don't-
got 20
I don't
minutes
care
with him.
about this guy.
Yeah.
If I'm coming into it, like, I know X-Men, but if some guy watches this...
It's like some guy with angel rings wants his wings taken away.
Yeah.
Wow.
And nobody cares. You don't know that guy. You're like, oh, he became this cool blue dude with eyebrows. They shouldn't have put those eyebrows on him. That looked dumb. Those eyebrows were bothering me the entire show. I was like, oh,
So you turn
why
it-
did they do that?
They're like, after this procedure, you will become Archangel. He's like, no, I want my powers taken away.
No,
I'm-
shave my eyebrows.
No.
I'll look dumb.
No, they are the one thing we are keeping from your older body.
Yes.
Like, no! And then he's like, yes, sir. And he looks in the mirror. They look lovely. He's like, ha! Now you look
Those
ridiculous.
things bothered me the entire
Because he's got like Reddit
Thing.
maroon blue, and then he's got the blonde eyebrow
Meanwhile, Mystique went to that pub
to protect
disguised as
with
Wellington or whatever.
Warrington.
Yeah, Warrington.
Disguised as him saying, "There's a cure, everyone.
my
There's
wings
a cure."
are gone. I'm cured.
Yeah.
Followed by Scott following the professor's lead and being a dick. I'm cured! I'm cured! Shut the fuck up! Let these people do what they want, motherfucker!
Well, yeah,
Scott, settle down.
I
Okay.
agree with him. A lot of what was going on, this entire episode is, I think this is kind of targeted at the whole gay community and curing gayness. I think that's what this whole episode really is, because they, sure, they cloak it in a big fucking exciting tale or whatever, but the biggest part about this is they keep being like, we don't have to be laughed at anymore, we don't have to be different, we can be like anybody else, they can cure us, blah, blah.
Being a mutant is not a bad thing.
And the whole thing, if you take their entire conversation and replace it with being gay, is not something that's wrong with us, it's something that we are. Like, that's what this whole thing was about.
Yep.
That's exactly what they were substituting in this analogy. Mutants, gay.
So from this pub little thing, we get the 4 discounted horsemen in the apocalypse.
Which I got this all wrong.
Technically, we get 3
Because
from the pub.
Yeah,
That's what I mean by discounted.
Yeah.
And I got this wrong because when he takes him back to the
One of them was a Morlock.
Yep.
that would have been Pestilence, I think.
Yep.
Yep.
Pestilence.
Yeah, you can recognize her from the previous episode.
Yeah,
I like that.
Pestilence was the Morlock.
Yeah.
But then I look at the all the horsemen,
Yeah, War God Mo. I saw that.
and then I was confused because I got Archangel wrong.
Well, he's
death.
death.
I always thought he was Famine.
Oh, no.
No.
Actually, I thought he was War for this, but
Nope.
No, he's Death.
War Mo.
And then
Yeah,
and then
because
Famine, some guy.
technically speaking, Angel is just supposed to be the quote herald, meaning his job is to run around and Apoca-Lips is coming. Apoca-Lips is coming. Bow your heads or fucking die.
Yeah.
That's literally that's what his
die.
job is
British are
supposed
coming.
to
The
be.
British are coming.
Yes, that's literally that's
Bow
what
your
his
heads.
job is
Meanwhile,
supposed to be.
Meanwhile, in the cosmos, Galactus, yes, my herald, somebody is ripping us off. Destroy them, my Silver Surfer.
Meanwhile, back at the mansion,
I love
some misuse of mutant powers.
I love
Yeah.
this interaction in the rec room. I think this was very solid. I loved the interaction between
When they
the mutants
say
and the
rec
room.
they don't mean wreck the room.
Yes. The way they talked with each other and the way it felt
now
very
Rogue
authentic.
making jokes.
Yeah, because he
No, that
was
was
like,
Storm.
yeah,
Yeah,
he was
now
like,
Storm making
he's
jokes.
like, oh,
That's
now
what it was.
Storm's got jokes.
Yeah.
And like, it was all of them. They were all together. They were all hanging out. 2 of them were playing pool. 1 person was watching TV. It felt genuine. It felt like just a normal day. Like, I liked this interaction a lot. Sometimes these interactions feel forced because it's
Yeah.
a Saturday morning cartoon show. We just need an excuse for them to talk for 2 minutes so we can
Yeah.
go throw fisticuffs. This felt real.
Which,
And then the newscast comes on, and they're like, holy shit, what's happening?
which, by the way, I have to make a point here, and I'm just going to blame it on the way that they drew everything, but literally, the way that this scene looks, like you said, they're hanging around the pool table in the rec room, Storm's sitting there on the couch watching the TV, they go and they do the shit with the news, which we'll get to here in a minute, then we cut back to the X-Men being like, who the fuck is that? That would be like if we blocked that scene from Angry Gamer, or Annoyed Gamer Revenge, where it's down in the basement watching the pool table and shit, and then in the final scene where fucking Spencer goes to piss in your face, we went upstairs and filmed it in the hallway. Because this is the perspective literally goes from giant room to everybody standing in the hallway staring at a monitor mounted to the
noticed
wall.
I
was
noticed
like,
it.
What?
I forgot one of my notes, and it happened in the pub. It was basically Cyclops. I think it might be a little unhinged sometimes.
Yeah,
A
like I
little?
said, being a dick.
When he got into Mystique's face, disguised as Worthington, he was going to shoot him
Yeah,
point blank in the face
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
before
I said,
Xavier stopped him.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, dude,
Being
you are
a
crazy.
dick.
Yeah, but... Okay, what this dude is doing...
I get that. I get
He's
it.
telling everybody that being a mutant is wrong, and that this cure will make everything all right.
But blasting a man in the face does not help your cause.
I'm not saying that it's right, but it's a realistic reaction.
I get that.
If somebody came up on you and told you something about being who you are, and that was just genuinely not okay, and you need to change everything about yourself.
Wearing Red Ranger hats is for queers. Only real men wear the fucking Yellow Ranger hat.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm a queer. I'm going to keep wearing this fucking awesome hat.
No,
well, I'm
not
going to rip
okay.
it off your head and burn it.
Not okay. You need to be cured.
Yeah.
I need to be cured?
Need to be cured.
Yeah, you need to be cured. We got to get some spray paint
you
on
need
that.
to be cured of life, so let me take care of
But
it.
see, that's exactly what we're getting at. I mean, it is a giant metaphor for gay. I'm positive that's what this episode was getting at. Because the whole talk is about, we don't have to be this way, they can cure us. And then the other people are like, there's nothing wrong with us. We don't need cured.
Yeah.
Like, this is just our lifestyle that we've chosen. And we didn't even really have a choice in it.
Which, we'll go back to the newscast here real quick.
When Apoca-Lips attacks the World Peace Summit.
The what?
The Peace Summit.
The what?
What's wrong?
Don't you mean the peace conference about how we need to keep humans safe from mutants? That's how we keep the peace?
It's something
internment
it's
camps?
something like that, but they were discussing other things too, because Xavier was worried that this attack would disrupt their conversations. And the conversations would never happen.
What was this gathering for again? This little gathering that they had there that Apoca-Lips showed up for? What was it called again?
Technically, it was a press conference for the leader of the, quote, peace conference.
Peace conference.
Which
Jason,
in which the guy
and Zach are there.
Yeah. But regardless, either way, the fucking, quote, head speaker walks out and he goes, now we need to keep all options available so we can keep humanity safe from all of these fucking mutants.
No, I realize that, but he was only one speaker. He was only one speaker, and this was a massive event that was supposed to have multiple speakers and cover a mass legitimate discussion, and then it's attacked hardcore end-of-world terrorism style by a super powerful mutant that is, you can't talk with him. He's even worse than Magneto. Like, if Magneto would have shown up...
Xavier said, this is not a person who can be reasoned with.
Right. If Magneto would have shown up and started talking rhetoric, sure, they could have said, what about this? And he'd have been like, I don't know about that. Like, there's a point where Magneto, you can prove him wrong. You can give him something to think about. But this guy? No. He has already determined you're dead. End of story. There's nothing you could say that will change it. Destroy world now. In which leads us into a giant battle. And one of the moments on the battle, I hate to do this, but I need to ask.
What, make my monster grow?
No, that's a power he actually has. That really does not bother me at all. That's a normal power.
No, that's
He's
something
been
I
doing
wrote
it for
down
years.
as a note. It's like, insert make my monster grow quote from...
No, I have a very different question. How did they eject from the tank like that?
Yeah.
Oh, I had questions too, but I was sitting there like, because when the tank went down, they were just hanging there.
They were under the tank?
Now, I'm not gonna tell you that I've been in a lot of tanks in my life.
You didn't see that?
They were in the tank.
Were they in the tank, or
they were
were
in
they
the tank.
alongside it when the
No,
they were in the tank.
Inside the tank, and next thing you know, the thing's going over the cliff.
and they're on the thing?
They were
just
hanging. Yeah, they were hanging. So they somehow came out the bottom of the tank.
Now, I think tanks do have a bottom part, but to do so quickly is I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, I don't think it is
I
either,
think
because I know that they do
I know
have...
tanks have to have a quick escape.
There is a bottom.
No, it's not even a matter of a quick escape. There's actually, it's a small bottom hatch that's meant to, like, help eject the cartridges.
That's also,
because those cartridges come back into the fucking tank with you.
Right. Well, I watched that movie Fury, and during the movie they have an escape pad at the bottom where he goes underneath and he hides underneath the tank. Well, I'm assuming that's what it is, but it takes a second to get out of it.
Yeah, it was a very awkward scene. It wasn't a big deal, but I had to mention I didn't know what was happening there.
I'm just thinking bad animation there for a quick.
Bad
Xavier
animation
is
on a
not.
90s show?
It says that Xavier is not oblivious to the fact that some of these mutants are not on his side, and that some of them, with the powers they possess, do build god complexes, and this is one of them.
Yep.
He sees it. He's not oblivious to the idea that this can and does happen.
Right.
So,
Jubilee gets to stay home.
Oh, actually, I was about to say, hold on, that was my next note. It's X-Men, assemble! Except for you, Rogue, and Jubilee, because I'm going to need a B team in case the A team fails.
Oh, my mistake. I need one person for a B team, and it's not Jubilee.
Hey, Rogue, can you go back to the island? Got it. Bye. And Ren Jubilee's like, I wonder what I'm going to be getting used to. I'm an X-Men.
this whole thing confused me.
Yeah.
At this point in the show, I don't know what happened. I really don't. I watched it. I stopped the episode and went back. I was like, I missed something, and watched it again. And then stopped it and was like, what? And I rewound it and tried a third time and was like, I give up. Because I admit to being very confused. It seemed like he sent the X-Men to fight the Horsemen of Apoca-Lips and Rogue to investigate the false claims made on Muir Island.
Yeah.
But then it cuts to a Tonight scene when Apoca-Lips and his horsemen have already gone home. The further scene,
Stonehenge.
the further scene drags out, and they become even more confused, as it seems like they are showing the progression of an entire month as Apoca-Lips sends his people out to destroy installations of militaries, power installations, and spread sickness throughout the far lands. I guess it only took the amount of time that it would have taken Rogue to get to the island, however, because then it seems like only a day has passed, or less time than that, maybe even a couple hours, because the X-Jet lands later on, in which we know to be a fast jet, and they fight horsemen, but they're not at Stonehenge.
They're at some other city.
They're at some city. And the events that we were seeing was all of them alone in different cities across the entire world.
Yeah.
So why are they together back at the summit? What the fuck happened?
Bad editing.
It is tragic fucking editing.
Yeah.
I watched it and I was like, I missed something. I had to have.
Yeah.
And I rewound it and was like, watched it again and said, okay, it's night. Okay, this guy's in this city. This guy's in this city. Now the Blackbird fucking land. What?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, hold on. So it took Rogue less time to get to the island than it took the Blackbird to get to wherever.
And the second time, too.
Yeah. And I'm like, I don't understand what is happening right now. And I was just completely fucking lost. And because of that, now that time is all screwed up, Rogue gets to meet with Mystique,
And
which
then
is a
Mystique
very...
She tries to dispose of Rogue.
But it's a very strange scene, because later on in the continuity that we are given in this context, Rogue was raised by Mystique.
Yep.
And Mystique is just like, oh, some girl, I'll kill you. Pew pew.
Oh, wait a minute. Did I raise you?
Right.
And she's like,
I promise you, in like season 4, they will later reveal that Rogue was raised by Mystique and knew that it was Mystique. So both of them know each other thoroughly.
And also insert, you cannot stop bad guy cliche from Mystique.
Yes. Mystique does drop the it's impossible to win fucking don't try crap.
Followed by closing and locking a door, which Rogue all of a sudden can't open.
Yeah, that door was awesome, Shane.
oh, yep. I put that down. I'm like, okay. So
She ripped open that big-ass door with no effort.
and
But
then
this
she
one, this
she
one
could
has
pick up-
issues.
That's a sturdy door.
She could pick
Why
up-
not just break the wall down if that door is so hard ass?
she could pick up tanks, knock down steel doors effortlessly, but
Thick steel doors, like doors thicker than people.
Yep.
And then this door's like, she's like, the fuck?
And she wasn't like tapping it. She
Yeah.
wrecked into that door.
They were
Yeah,
like-
the only
Yeah, she
thing
was
that
doing
I can
shoulder
give her
tackles and
is she
stuff.
just got shot in the back and slammed into the machine that, quote, alters your mutation
I'm sorry.
to be whatever
The way
fuck
she got out of that
Apocalypse
rubble,
needs.
I don't think that hurt her.
So
Yeah,
now, as soon as that's
exactly.
done,
Oh, the place explodes too.
yeah, the place explodes, and she flies off towards Stonehenge.
Right.
To which
Stonehenge.
case, now we get back to the A-team, who's in the middle of having their fight in fucking London or France or whatever.
Yeah, I make that. It says, then we now go back to the Blackbird landing, where the X-Men finally confront the Horsemen of Apoca-Lips, but I'm very confused as to how much time has passed
Yeah.
and why it is daytime where they are and nighttime where she is, and just
It'll be
how
nighttime
far.
again.
Yeah. I don't know what is like. The jet lag is real in whatever
Yeah.
is about to take place here.
Which apparently what takes place is they shoot plague off of, pestilence off the horse. Pestilence
With assistance
falls-
from Storm, Cyclops takes out Pestilence. One Brownp. Brownp, bitch.
I was thinking about that too. I'm
to
like,
which Pestilence falls like 6 or 7 stories, and again, cartoon logic, lands on top of a bus. Ow, that hurt.
She's
Save
done.
me.
She's done.
a Horseman of Apocalypse.
Either that beam hurt or that fall hurt.
This is how this
Should be
is getting
both.
ridiculous.
But either way, not
Cyclops-
splatted into a billion pieces.
And you'll notice that Cyclops is broken.
Yes.
This is a Horseman of the Apocalypse.
Broken.
They're not supposed
Wolverine
to be.
was broken when he fell higher than that.
Yeah.
He's not,
Actually, I'm going to talk about that. It says right here after the Pestilence thing, don't you think we're getting a little carried away here? And then he takes a kick in the face from a much higher distance than Pestilence fell.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, guy can't take a joke. Falls all the way down to a car, smashes into the car, and just gets right up like, that guy can't take a joke.
right.
And I was like, convenient healing factor is convenient. I was like, this is a load of
So
bullshit.
you land on your-
Healing factor ex machina here?
So then they run away because
one of their
Pestilence fell down, so we got a GTFO.
and one of their horses is damaged.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Slightly, with some smoke coming out.
Yeah, we gotta go.
And then-
So they go back to Apoca-Lips. Oh my god, I'm
look,
so fucking
Apoca-Lips
confused.
versus Rogue could
They-
be an interesting fight, but not really.
She can't compare to his strength.
Yeah,
She really can't. But
He has the strength and the speed, plus the size
she goes to
advantage and the
Stonehenge.
invulnerability.
She goes to Stonehenge, where it's still nighttime, wherever she was.
Yeah.
And at Stonehenge, she's going to fight Apoca-Lips all by her lonesome. Doesn't quite work out for her, and we get a hardcore booty shot.
And almost more than a jacket loss.
Yeah,
Like-
she lost her jacket.
Yeah, that was.
No.
I was surprised they got away with that angle on the
Yeah.
cartoon. Like, really surprised with the way they drew her there. But then, oh my god,
Apoca-Lips, my sire, we have failed.
The
A
jet-
group have stopped us.
the jet is fast because they flew from day to night. So I'm guessing they just went all the way to the other side of the world where it's nighttime.
Yeah.
How?
Because you know they're sitting there like they got in the jet. And they were only in the jet
Because they didn't fly for a whole day because Rogue is there at nighttime and she
Yeah.
left from
you know when
nighttime.
they got there,
Yeah.
you know the Gambit or Wolverine is looking out like, guys, it's dark out.
Guys, we flew really fast.
Yeah.
We flew to the other side of the planet where it's nighttime.
No, you misunderstand. From France to Mira Island, there's a big time difference.
There must be.
Yeah, there's got to be.
It's like 8 o'clock at night in Mira Island while it's noon in France.
It's
Yeah.
noon in France.
Somehow.
I'm curious to look that up almost. And Apoca-Lips talks a bunch of shit.
My team cannot be defeated.
In which,
I cannot be defeated.
shut up, Brad.
Knocks Apoca-Lips on.
Yes.
Apoca-Lips. On his
Apoca-Lips.
ass.
It didn't hurt.
Energy absorption. Bromp. Ah, fuck.
Now I know.
Talk shit somewhere else, bitch.
No, I know it didn't
I'm
hurt.
fucking Cyclops.
No, I know it didn't hurt him, but still, it knocked him on his ass. Nobody's been able to touch
You can
Apoca-Lips.
even see it in his face. He was like, "What just happened?"
Yeah, it's like the
He's
fuck.
like, did that man with the fucking visor shoot me?
Which one y'all just kicked me?
Yeah, and I also put the pan shot of the '90s X-Men team was fan-fucking-tastic in that scene.
Yeah, because they
where
were-
it panned across the group. I need that as a background.
Yeah.
That
Because-
was fucking
Because
great.
basically he was like, who dares to stop
Which-
Apoca-Lips? And he's like, we do.
Which, by the way, I think we'll get. Excuse me. We'll get to my next note. which is one that I shared in the group that nobody seemed to figure out. So the fight starts, right?
Right.
Wolverine's down on the ground.
Right.
Jean Grey starts running.
Right. Oh.
Trips over Wolverine.
She did. Oh my god!
I took no.
The fuck?
No, I seen that.
What? How long have you been training to be an X-Man? You fucking trip over Wolverine's legs and it's audible. She literally, I don't know if they wanted her to do like a tuck and roll and try to lay on the ground to get away from cover fire, but the way they did it, she literally just face plants, literally full blown, does a face bump to the ground. Even the voice actress even goes,
I'm gonna tell you something.
and she hits the ground.
I gotta go back
she
and
was
see it
out.
now.
I saw it.
She was out. She was removed from the battle,
I saw it.
Only momentarily. She gets up like 5 minutes later,
but
but
does
still.
nothing.
I
Yeah.
literally seen that, and I was thinking, wait a minute. Did I just see what I thought I
Yeah,
saw?
she
Yes.
fell down.
Because I had to rewind it 2 or 3 times myself, being
And
like,
because she fell down, she just gave up. She did nothing for the
by
whole
way,
battle.
By the way, you know me having to be the smartass. If I was Wolverine and I would have seen that, I'd be like, you might be able to hammer better than me, but I can walk better than you.
Yeah.
So Cyclops takes down Warmo. So now Cyclops has knocked down Apoca-Lips, taken out Pestilence, and War.
Basically, I'd just be like, guys, come back.
And Rogue frees Death.
And Rogue grabs Death. Yes.
And
Rogue turns purple.
And
yeah, she took that. She took his evil or whatever.
Yeah.
She
Because the Rogue's power is really weird, but when she takes your life force,
She
she
takes
takes your
DC.
life force, your powers, and can take some of your memories, and she can cause something else when she does this. Sometimes she does not borrow memories. She takes them.
Yep.
She took what they did to him into herself. That's why she was cowering in a corner, because she, while grabbing him,
Felt
underwent the process that he went to become Archangel.
Yep.
It didn't reverse the process, but he's now warring again. He's now Warren again.
Yep.
and now he wishes.
And as Warren, he throws three, count 'em, 3 little metal feathers. Ka-chink! I just defeated the Horsemen of Apoca-Lips.
Even though
All
I was
three
You
of them.
heretic!
and you know,
We must leave.
and you
Get
know,
into the ship.
Into
Raise
spaceship.
up.
and you know that he's looking
Fuck
over,
you!
instant warp speed too.
Yeah, instant warp
and
speed.
you know he's looking
Even
over.
faster than a future chair.
No, we're going to talk about something else. Right before spaceship scene, when the fucking horsemen were destroyed, and he threw his bitch fit, "You must not be worthy. It wasn't me that chose shittily and took the first fucking 3 mutants that walked in the door. It's your fucking fault." Right after he bitches like a bitch. Shane,
Bill.
Wolverine
Oh, yeah.
has survived multiple foreign conflicts.
Yep.
He's survived American wars.
Yep.
He's been Black Ops trained.
Yep.
He's been a samurai.
Yep.
He's been a ninja.
Yep.
He's an expert martial artist.
Yep.
He's an expert marksman.
Yep.
He is an expert hand-to-hand combatant.
Yep.
Douchebag.
Leap with claws out is his go-to move. Over 500 years of experience, and he is still leap with claws out in Superman pose. And as of yet, it has landed on no one.
Now, to be fair,
And he missed Apoca-Lips by feet. Not by inches, by feet.
there's 2 points I have for Wolvie this time around to aid him. The first, Apoc's on a fucking spaceship which has an elevator that goes,
Boop. Boop. It goes down fast. Because Wolverine is like, I'm going to get it. Holy shit, he went down fast.
yeah. The second is anytime I play Metal Gear, how am I knocking you out? Run, roll into you.
Right.
You're out. Okay, shoot. All right, moving on.
A man named Apoca-Lips, and you're gonna jump at him.
You
Yeah.
jump with Superman pose with claws.
Ah!
That is your go-to move.
Well, fuck. He
know that
disappeared.
You know that when he
and
went.
in this cartoon so far, he has used his go-to move at least 4 times. It has landed
I think
on no one.
You know-
Yeah.
I think he did land it on a Sentinel.
They're hard.
He jumped on its back
Yeah.
and then climbed up and stabbed him in the neck
yeah.
a bunch of times.
Yeah, no. I think he's right. I think the only time it's worked is on Ace Sentinel, and technically speaking, Juggernaut. But that's because, again, he got him in the back, and then Juggernaut was like, "What the fuck?" And he was like, "Swipe. Okay, the helmet's off.
But
I'm gone."
he's never landed what he attempts to do. He jumps with his claws out in a Superman pose for the double stab.
Yeah, for the quote death blow,
And
aiming for
never
lungs
lands.
and heart.
You know when he jumped on Apocalypse and Apocalypse went down, he's like, I will land this attack one day!
If at first you don't succeed, repeat the attack again and again and again.
It's X-Men is the opposite of Dragon Ball Z.
Oh shit, if it doesn't work, keep doing it. Eventually somebody's gotta fall for that shit.
Except for Dragon Ball Z, which is, if at first it don't succeed, fuck it, never do it again.
No. In
Never
Dragon Ball
do it
Z, if it
again.
doesn't work the first time, hit it harder.
Hey, Piccolo.
No, they really
hey,
do it.
Piccolo, don't you have the ability to change your size? Yeah, I ain't doing that shit again.
I tried it one time, it didn't work, I'll never do it again.
Well, why
hey,
is
don't you have wiki arms? Yeah, I did it one time, I'll never do it again. Hey, don't you have that mocha sop? Yeah, I did it one time, it didn't work, I'm never doing it again.
But it killed me.
Shouldn't we do the multi-form technique?
Nope, tried
No.
it one time, never worked, never doing it again.
Bald man hit me, it hurt. I'm not doing
Team
it again.
Shinhan, 4 arms technique, tried it once, didn't work, never doing it again.
Hey, Goku, I've dodged your Kamehameha a whole bunch of times. I'm still going to keep doing it.
Yeah, because it worked.
Because it worked several times before. Just because you dodged it once.
The first
That's
time
just
he
a
tried
fluke.
it, the first time he tried it, it worked. So do it forever.
Yep.
So now we get to the
Kiko, go fuck yourself.
So now we get to the Rogue Archangel mutant moral of the day.
Hopefully you can deal with the evil better than I can. Okay. End credits.
Actually, it should have been more like this. Wheel of morality, turn. Tell us the lesson that we should learn.
Well, I mean, with her, she will handle the evil better than he did.
Yeah.
For multiple reasons. Because she has, every person she's ever touched, she has their life experiences. And part of that is different levels of self-control that different people had. So she's seen mankind in terrible positions, experienced it and lived it through multiple lives that she's accidentally taken from.
Like Wolverine when she grabbed the Wolverine.
Yes.
Yeah.
When she touched Wolverine, she took part of his past. She knows part of what he's lived through.
Yep.
And she probably knows how old he is.
So,
From that.
hey, you had a birthday coming up. No, I don't. I know everything.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You so 401. 401. That's you old motherfucker.
We're
I
gonna
got
need a
one thing
lot
to
of
say.
candles and a fire extinguisher.
If only we had Pyro. He has a flamethrower.
Well, his ass has been beat 4 times. Go get him.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to join the
You
X-Men?
can kick his ass again.
Well, since I can't beat you guys,
Ever.
Yeah.
let me join you. But no, when you said that, the thing I wanted to say was the fact that when Archangel beat the 3 horsemen of the apocalypse with 3 metal feathers, and they're like, "Oh shit, run!" you know. He looked over at Cyclops, and he's like, "Yeah, that's how you do it, bitch." Yeah.
Actually, I
Your
kind of
Broppy thing didn't do shit.
But it did.
What
They ran
happened?
away.
He took down 2 of them. And knocked over
What happens
Apoca-Lips.
to these other horsemen after this? I mean, did
Yes.
they ever come back again as a horseman?
No.
Basically,
In
So
this
they-
series, no.
So they more or less lost their horseman powers after this.
Somehow.
or he killed them because
Yeah.
he failed
Well,
them.
okay, when Apoca-Lips is kind of fucked up. If he changes you and makes you a horseman, if you escape his control, you don't go back to normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
You maintain that power
like
forever.
Archangel is.
In X-Men
Yes,
Gold,
Archangel will always be
And
Archangel. In
X-Men-
fact, Angel still has Archangel.
in X-Men
Yeah.
Gold, in the comic book right now, he is Angel. He's back to his normal self. But if he loses his temper, loses control, he will become the Archangel.
He's a lot like the
Yeah.
Hulk. He's negative emotions on a high scale impact his psyche, and he loses himself to the Archangel.
because it happened.
Yep.
These fucking dudes shot him in the back when he was trying to talk to them, and he fucking lost his temper, and you could see the gray skin start coming up. And he's like, you know what? I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah. He was like, I'm going to try not to kill you now. With the big fake smile kind of thing.
He's like, yeah, everything's cool, guys. Everything's cool. Everything's cool. I keep my temper. Got my temper in check.
He's like, let me explain something to you. If you shoot me again, it's not going to be good for anybody.
So we can
Anybody.
assume the other horsemen has somewhat
Dead.
lost their
No,
powers
no,
or-
I'm gonna
or
get-
dead.
Well, like, because Wolverine, he was a horseman, and the power he got from it was the adamantium is no longer magnetic.
Does he become
Yeah.
does he become a horseman in this series?
No.
Will Gambit?
No.
No.
Oh, I miss that.
Yeah, none of them basically will. They've only become horsemen.
Matter of fact, I think you've seen
books,
the
I
Horseman.
think.
I think
Yeah.
it's done. I think the next time it shows up, it'll be just him, and they'll fight him.
Yeah. Because technically, on the
And then
next
there's-
episode,
then there's
we're
weird-
in Days of Future Past.
There's a weird episode where, like, they go to the nexus of all reality of time or
Right.
something, and then, like, he tries to rewrite history because he's fucking Apoca-Lips and stuff happens.
Speaking of which, while I'm thinking about it, for next week, are we supposed to do
All 3 episodes.
Yeah, all 3 to round out the season, or are
Yeah.
we just doing the 2 followed by?
I've been debating this because the next arc is only Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
But it is weird to just stop right there because the season ends in only 1 episode after that.
So we're.
Yeah.
So I wonder if we should just finish the season and do those 3 episodes.
I'm okay
You mean
with
4?
No, it'd be 3.
Yeah,
11,
There's only
12,
3
13.
left.
Yeah.
I thought there's 4 left.
Nope.
No.
There's
thought there
Days of Future Past, Days of Future Past 2, and then 1 episode that closes the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
He miscounted.
So
Yeah.
it'll be 3 episodes, and then it'll be done.
I thought you meant there was
The-
3 episodes for the Days of Future Past. So
No.
Then we'll have a debate because we'll have to debate whether to continue with this series and do the next season, or if we should run a season of something else.
And we'll
Like, should we go on to a Justice League? Should we talk about Spider-Man?
maybe
Should we?
even Turtles.
That's what I mean. Should we run a season of something else? And we'll debate that. Whatever we decide, that might even be an episode to debate whether or not we.
Yeah, which is kind of why I was asking, because I didn't know if, like, the end of Season 1 leads into the start of Season 2,
I don't believe
or
so.
if we could do it where we just did,
In
like...
fact, I guess
Excuse me.
spoilers, but this show was out in '92, so suck ass.
Yeah, true.
This show will end because of the Jean Grey, Scott Summers wedding.
Yep.
Which that brings in Mr. Sinister.
Yes.
Yes.
And then season 2 will deal with a lot of the Sinister stuff, and it will deal with Xavier in the Savage
And the
Lands, and then that will lead us to a moment in Wolverine history in the animated series that when I was a kid, it happened, and even as a kid I said, wait, I don't think that's right. And then I did like this, and I couldn't make it happen, Shane. So I think he's a liar. And I think the Savage Land is BS.
Yeah.
In the Savage Land, you lose all mutant powers. Just become a dude. During the Savage Land, there's a moment where they're fighting against all these people, and they've all captured the X-Men. They're like, without your mutant powers, blah, blah, blah. And Wolverine goes, yeah, well, there ain't nothing mutant about these, and pops out 6 claws.
Oh.
And cuts at people, and then jumps out of this fucking tree thing into the river. And I was like, wait, I'm pretty sure that is mutant. I don't think normal people could do that.
Well, to be fair, he was right and wrong. Yeah, because making the claws come out is not a mutant power. Now his
I don't
knuckles
know.
healing.
I would argue that it is.
I thought maybe like his healing ability was his.
his healing ability.
It is, but the claws. Do you have claws? Then that's mutant.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a mutation.
Well, I was going to say my nails aren't that long to be claws, but
and that would only make you Lady Deathstrike, not.
but yeah,
Wolverine.
that's a mutation. His claws
Well,
are
what
a
about Lady
mutation.
Deathstrike? If she went to the Savage
She's
Land,
mechanical.
Yes.
yeah, you're right, because she loses her arms quite often.
Yes.
Yes.
Especially at this point in her continuity. Nowadays, she's not nearly as mechanical as she was. I don't understand how that works.
Oh.
But back then, she mechanized a lot of herself. She was cybernetic.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, because the only reason I ask is because I'm thinking maybe if we do Days of Future Past 1 and 2, and then that way then the next episode after that we can just do the 1, and then be able to argue, okay, so that's all of Season 1, good or bad, move on to another series, or keep going with Future Chair.
Right.
So
Well, we'll figure it out.
All right. That's it.